Finland is heading to Turin 2022 with the Rasmus and Jezebel. But did it ding our bell?
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
This is fun.
So yes, like I said. So yes, Finland is heading to Turin this year with the Rasmus and Jezebel. It's another rock number. Obviously, last year they sent what's it called? Blind Channel?
Dark Side by Blind Channel.
That's it. I couldn't work out if I was mixing half of the name of the band and the song. But yes, last year, the point is they sent a rock song last year. They're sending another one this year. Let's have a little listen. So yes, that was Finland's entry. Jack, what do you make of it?
I think your little intro to it was quite fitting, really. It's another rock song. And that's the problem. I think Finland have realised that their two best performing entries ever, Hard Rock Hallelujah and Dark Side, were both rock songs. And they've realised that they've hit a niche and they're going to carry on banging that drum until we're all sick of it. And unfortunately, I already am a bit sick of it. I feel like this song doesn't do anything better than has been done before. Every aspect of it, I can point to a previous rock song at Eurovision, probably by Finland, where it's been done better before. And that's a problem. If you stick with the same sorts of things every year, people get bored of it. And that was the problem with Belgium a few years ago. They had, Loïc Notet, they had Blanche. Eventually, they started getting into this rut of quite dark songs. And then people got bored of it. And I feel like that might be starting to happen with Switzerland as well, if they're going at the same rut. If Finland keeps sending rock songs, people are going to get bored of it. And I already am a little bit bored of it, to be honest. It's just nothing special. I didn't rate Dark Side particularly much last year before Eurovision. The performance won me over. But this is just... It's another Finnish rock song. And that's it. There's nothing exceptional about it. Apparently the staging is going to be quite impressive, but that's, if you're relying on your staging to save your entry, not a good look, and it doesn't bode particularly well. So I'm not the biggest fan of rock entries at the best of times, but this really is below average for rock and Finnish rock at Eurovision.
Interesting. Yeah, I like that it's, I like that Finland sends rock, because otherwise we might not always get rock. Other countries will occasionally do it. So I like that it's kind of found that niche in that it sends kind of something different to everyone else consistently. But the problem is that it then becomes the same thing associated with the same country. For me, I quite like it as a rock song. It's not as good as Blind Channel last year with the Dark Side. I mean, that was... Arguably, it was on a par with Italy's ETA Buoni in terms of a rock song. I think it was really solid.
No.
It was great. The live performance brought it back for me. You know me, ZT Italy, Eurovision. Oh, they can do no wrong in my eyes. But for me, I really enjoyed last year, and it was fantastic. And then for me this year, it's kind of felt like I always kind of wanted them to almost send something like as hard rock as last year, and they've toned it down a little bit, which, maybe it'll have a more broader appeal, but for me it feels a bit toned down, and it's a bit more kind of noughties, punk pop rock. So it's very nostalgic. I enjoy the nostalgia, but it feels a little bit like they've toned it down a bit this year. But if, like you said, they're going to knock it out of the park with staging, who knows? But yeah, for me, I quite like it. It's not my number one. It's not my number 40. It's, it is what it is. So they're performing first in the second semi-final. Jack, how do you think it's going to do? Where would you put it personally? Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good choice to open the semi-final, actually. I think it's going to be loud. It's going to be boom. It's going to show off the stage for people who haven't seen it before. And I think... because of that, it will stand out, and I do see it going through. even if it's not my cup of tea, it'll be a squeak through sort of one. It'll be like 7th, 8th, 9th. I reckon it'll go through. Personally, I would not put it through. I don't think it's good enough. I would put it as my number 33 this year in my ranking. It's Finnish rock. We've seen it before. It's been done better before. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, for me, I'm slightly more positive. I think it'll have no problem getting through to the final because I think, you know, rock always stands out at Eurovision because it's not done that often. So I think, you know, as it's the only one this year, I think it'll have no issue kind of getting through to the final. For me personally, it's my number 16. So I'm, you know, kind of enjoy this one. But yeah, in terms of the grand final, I think a lot of it will depend on what they do with staging and how kind of capturing it is. But yeah, so, you know, we shall see. We shall see. It's one of those, I don't have massively strong views on it. So I think, yeah, it'll just be one where I can kind of, if it does well, great. If it does badly, meh, not that bothered either. So yeah, that's what we think of Finland's entry this year. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little bell, of course, as we say every episode. If you haven't already done it, you don't know what you're missing out on.
Yeah, what are you waiting for? Hurry up.
But that's it for this episode, and we will see you next time.